states are still discussing, and those who represent the heads of states who are not here. The discussion is still going on because the matter is quite complex. Of course, the position of the AU is being put very strongly of not condoning any coup d'etat that is undertaken, and therefore not decorating it in any other manner. The discussion is going on. There is no result as yet. Well, the outcome of the meeting has been a decision for this summit to send the foreign ministers to Central African Republic, as well as the partners, which include, among others, the EU, USA, France, who were part of the summit, to go and convey the resolution of the summit. Of course, after the discussion, the summit was very clear that the position of the AU is very clear that there can be no regime that would be recognized in this continent if they've taken over or brought about a change unconstitutionally, particularly if they use military to overthrow a government. And that therefore, given the situation of the Central African Republic, this summit has taken a decision that a committee should be established which must take charge of the situation in the Central African Republic not more than 18 months. That in the process they will be in charge of the country, the administration, but also they will prepare for the elections. This committee will have under it the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister that was installed when the Libreville decision was taken, I think is important insofar as this decision is concerned. Summit was very clear that we have got to adhere to the AU position, and that even this committee should be in line with the AU position. And therefore, the committee, the entire situation will be guided by the Libreville decision. But who will be part of the committee? That is left to the people of the Central African Republic, in their political parties, civil society, churches, who must get the best people they believe will serve the country in that kind of capacity. Ministers are going there tomorrow to convey this, and they will come back to report to the heads of states, who will come back here to receive the report. Certainly the decision taken addresses the challenges that that country faces, as well as the region. That mission is being led by the AU representative. It is on behalf of the region and the AU. So we concluded the meeting after a lot of discussions with whatever we felt was necessary to be looked at. We took longer because we had to discuss this complex matter very carefully. I must also add that in the process of the discussion, we also made an announcement, because this summit, a political process, was very important also with regard to what is our decision regarding the presence of the South African soldiers in the Central African Republic. So we've taken a decision to withdraw our soldiers. And it is important to indicate the reasons why. We were in the Central African Republic on the basis of the agreement that was there between South Africa and Central African Republic. These agreements are common agreements between countries. Our mission was to help train the soldiers, and our agreement details what was supposed to be done. Since the coup d'etat and the self-appointment of the leader of the rebels, that is establishing a new government, but also is nullifying the constitution, dissolving parliament, as well as the judiciary, it was clear that the government that we made the agreement with was no longer there. And therefore the issue of us having to remain there or not became the issue for us to take or to give attention to. But it was absolutely important when this meeting was arranged that the matter is raised here, so that with clarity, very formally, we could inform the AU and the region that we were withdrawing our forces. And therefore, we will be definitely withdrawing our forces from the Central African Republic. But we made it very clear that whilst doing so, we remain as a country available for any mission that either the AU or even the region here would feel South Africa could undertake. Because as we explained in the memorial service in South Africa, we remain ready to fulfill and implement our foreign policy, the decisions of the AU about making Africa peaceful and a stable continent.